Hey guys, it's me, Sean. Sorry for cutting out before, but something was wrong with my video thing, so I had to cut it out, and so I'm gonna break it into two parts. Hopefully not three. But okay, so yeah, so Paul Panaki has all these different problems, but well, okay, whatever about that. And and then like after he shared his information about China Gosh, then he started getting into how he got involved and he was a kid that wasn't kidnapped like Johnny. He was just like a kid that was just playing around in his neighborhood, I think he was like adopted by like a man who was a part of it, and he was being abused and just all this like horrible stuff. And Larry King, who had to do with the Franklin cover up, he was a really bad man where he prostituted boys out of Boys Town, Nebraska. He was one of the guys that abused Paul Benaki. And so Paul Benaki was a victim. Then he ended up. They started using him to recruit other kids. Kind of, these creeps not only kidnap kids themselves, but a lot of times they will use children that they already been abusing to like recruit other kids. Like, hey, like Paul Benaki, like let's say was like 12 years old, and they were saying like he would go over to other kids and say like, hey, there's like this like party going on at this one place. You want to come with me? And then he would recruit these kids into the creeps, the sex ring. So that's how a lot of times they get these kids. They use other kids to get them because like you're supposed to not talk to grown up strangers, but talking to kid strangers, yeah, that's okay. You think most time it is, but they never tell you not to talk to strange kids. Of course, not your parents don't. So these creeps know that, so they use kids to recruit other kids. And but yeah, with like Noreen Gush, there's a lot going on to this story, and apparently Noreen Gosch said she meant I'm not she meant Johnny Gosch again. He came to her house when he was 27, and he was talking about how he has to hide out and stuff, and and just all this other like just like weird stuff that's happening, like, and speaking about the Rock and X and stuff like that. Right after Johnny Gosch was kidnapped by those men, he was taken to this one farm where they kept these boys, and John and these other boys tried to escape, but I think they caught him again. And with the Rock and X, they would brand the kids like a farmer would brand a cow with their symbol. These Rock and X guys would brand children with the Rock and X symbol on them. So like, hey, this kid is a Rock and X kid, he belongs to us. Why there's other creeps and sex rings out there, but if you see that symbol, like, oh, that boy belongs to this particular group. So, that's all I'm going to talk about right now. But, yeah, that's most likely happened to China Gosh. And apparently China Gosh, when he met his mother again, when he was 27, he went to her house, but he was saying how he couldn't stay, why it's dangerous, and he left. But he shared all this information with Noreen Gosh, no different than Paul Benaki did to Noreen Gosh. And yeah, groups like this still exist today.